Want to speak real Korean from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at KoreanClass101.com.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Korean Weekly Words. I'm Jae-hee. In this video, we'll be talking about 10 must-know math words. Let's begin. 계산하다, calculate. A little means to do calculation because the 계산, the noun means calculation. So if you're bad students, you might want to say that 계산하는 게 싫어요. I don't like calculating. I don't like to calculate. Or you can also say that 계산하는 걸 잘해요. I'm good at calculation. 공식, formulas. There are a lot of formulas in math. So when I was in the junior high and high school, there are a lot of formulas that I had to memorize. So in that case, I could say 고등학교 때 공식을 많이 외웠습니다. I remembered a lot of formulas when I was in high school. But now I forgot most of that. So in that case, you can also say that 공식을 거의 다 잃어버렸습니다. I forgot the most of the formulas. 곱하기, times. In Korean, the way to read a number and something between is the same in English. For example, 3 곱하기 4 is for 3 times 4. Or 5 곱하기 5 means 5 times 5. So you can just replace times with 곱하기 and then read the numbers in Korean way when you have to give the kind of formulas. 나누기, divide. So 나누기 is the same, like just say the number and then 나누기, the number. For example, 10 divide 2 is 10 나누기 2. And you can also say that 8 divide 2 as 8 나누기 2. 더하기, plus. You can find 더하기 as in 2 더하기 5, 2 plus 5, 3 더하기 7, 3 plus 10. 빼기, minus. So for example, you can use it as 3 빼기 1, 3 minus 1, or 4 빼기 2, 4 minus 2. 이다, equal. So when you read numbers and formulas for the math, you can just say something something 이다 to mean equal. So for example, 3 더하기 2는 5이다. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Because we have a different sentence structure, you have to put equals to the end of the sentence and say 이다, as in 2 더하기 5는 7이다. 2 plus 5 equals 7. 소수점, point. For a math, when you want to mean decimal point, you can just say 소수점, but when you read it with numbers, you can just say 점. So for example, 3.2 is 3.2, 5.7 is 5.7. So you don't have to say 소수점 when you read point with numbers. 백분율, percent. When you read the percent as it is, you can just say 백분율. But when you read percent with numbers, you can just say 퍼센트. For example, 10% is 10%, 20% is 20%. So, for example, when something is on sale, you can find some phrase saying 10% sale 중, sale for 10%. 수학, math. There are actually two words to mean math, like 산수 and 수학. 수학 means math in general. 산수 sounds like some simple math that you can learn from the elementary school. So when you see a textbook for elementary school students, it says 산수, but for junior or junior high school students, it says 수학. So when you teach English to elementary school students, make sure you use the word 산수, not 수학. For example, you can say 수학은 언제나 어렵습니다. Math is always difficult. Okay, that's all 10 must-know math words. If you want to know more words about math or other subjects, make sure to visit KoreanClass101.com. And we'll see you next time. 다음 시간에 뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.